Gotcha from Scratchin Wolf Studio. It's that time again to rage across the internet. Your very favorite Werewolf the Apocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Porter. Got my co-host, Danny Tyson.
Hey, everybody.
And across the table, Mr. Tommy Dixon.
What's up?
Here we are again, gentlemen.
Back.
I thought he was going to start singing
I think you just started.
Back.
to the future.
No.
In the saddle again?
Thank you.
Oh.
There we go. That's what I was waiting for.
Little Aerosmith.
A rose. Got it.
A Roomsmith.
A Rune Smith. Whoa.
Emphasis on the wrong syllable there. But
That's
okay.
right.
Emphasis.
Yeah, okay. I messed that one up
Emphasis
too.
on the wrong.
Mufasa?
That too.
Scar was the shit.
That realm is.
Oh,
Very shitty.
this is how we start a show.
It's,
Isn't this how we always start a show?
it's actually been a while since we started one this bad.
Well, okay, we can't start over now.
Significantly all over the place. I appreciate it.
That's fine. We only got a minute in.
Someone says something dumb, we take that a different direction, take that in a different... It's just like fucking... It's like a highway of dumb shit.
I thought you were going to pull into his,
I was gonna say
his
the
boards
lament.
with strings, you know, because he ties strings with his tinfoil hat
We're
everywhere.
going that far back?
No.
That's a little ridiculous, all right?
Well, we've been talking about it.
Well, I'm trying to go way out in the left field now. Oh, there's no field anymore. Now I'm out there.
No, but tinfoil hat, Danny, that's been relevant because we've been airing the postmortem, the first 4 postmortems.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. When
This
tinfoil
will
hat Danny
be-
started.
That was an appropriate time for
So
that.
that makes this next one will be number 4 then.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Yeah, this is our Christmas episode. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Whoa.
Happy Hanukkah with
Which-
a Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah was like at the beginning of the month.
Just happy all of them. Just whatever.
Christmas, Hanukkah,
Whatever
Kwanzaa,
holiday you're celebrating, happy holiday to you.
It's the fucking sentiment. Christ. Oh, see, look at that.
Yeah, look at you
he was born.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. So this airs the week of Christmas.
Yep.
Damn. Cool.
Yeah, we are nowhere near the studio by
No.
the time you hear this.
No.
We've got our
Shit
own.
to do.
Yeah, we have our own shit to do.
I'll be somewhere warm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're fucking. I'm probably leaving too.
Nice.
Screw you guys.
No, it's cool. You can check my mail.
oh,
You
God.
can edit our future episodes.
That's going to happen anyway. Most likely, by the time you're hearing this, I'm probably editing another episode.
Oh, boy.
Like fucking Bob Cratchit.
Okay, so
So it's that time of year. So we hope everything's going well for you guys, and make sure you watch Scrooged and Die Hard and Gremlins. It's like the Christmas trifecta.
It really is.
You can add in Lethal Weapon too.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I mean, people
opens,
will,
but
Home Alone.
opens with Jingle Bell Rock, right?
exactly.
You can watch Home Alone.
You could watch Home Alone. You can even do that while you're home alone,
There you go.
but you don't have to be.
Though
Though if you are, maybe Joe Pesci will show up,
Ooh.
Sweet.
and
Now I might do that.
if he does, just turn him on to the podcast.
Nice.
I'd love to have Joe Pesci in here talking about fucking werewolf.
Get him in on our current deal.
Right? That's right. Coming down to the wire, but it's not over yet. We have our bundle for the guilty.
It's Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/rage across the internet.
Goddamn right. That's the new Patreon.
The new donations.
Well, the new donations too. Well, what's the cool thing about Ko-fi?
Whatever the case.
It's the cool thing about it, is there's a section you can make a donation of whatever amount you want.
And the one time if you really
It's a
want to.
one-time thing, or you can do the membership tiers because we've moved that over. It's like the 4 tiers now: the bronze, the silver, the golden, and the moon silver.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the site. I got each of our faces on a tier too.
Well, that's just creepy.
Who's...
Well, not our faces, but the
Oh, okay.
Oh,
the
okay.
Paul Way art,
Say-
that awesome Paul Way art.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is some
that
awesome
makes
art.
more sense. No, I haven't seen it yet, but I imagine by the time this is out, I'll seen it.
Yeah, by the time I hope so. Shit. But yeah, so we have moved our services from Patreon to Ko-fi. Forgive us if we screw up and call it Patreon a few times,
Yeah.
because we've been doing that for 2 years, and oops.
We'll
And
get
also
used to
next
it.
week, because we recorded that 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I forgot about that, too.
Inside
Holy crap.
baseball, man, yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
That's all right.
But you know this now. And hopefully you're enjoying that Patreon series, the postmortems. And again, there's that bundle for sale till the end of the year, where you can get it's a decent discount.
Oh, yeah. I think it came up to like 25% or something like that.
It's 20-25%.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Whatever the case, it's the entire Chronicle of the Guilty.
9 episodes.
Yeah, which is about an hour and a half each.
Yeah.
So it's like a normal episode.
Now it's going to be like a month's worth of episodes.
Right?
Not
Yeah,
more.
lots of road trips. You want to listen? There you go.
Yeah. And the Guilty is better than Into the Breach.
Much better. Into the Breach, we were just getting our feet wet, so.
It's only 4 parts.
Those progressively got better, though.
No, they did.
And
thank you.
By this time, you've heard the third one. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Because last week was 3, next week's 4.
Yep.
The bit with Whiplash. Oh, man.
Oh.
The fight that we didn't, yeah.
It's kind of a bummer, but understandably why it didn't happen. And if you don't know what we're talking about, please go listen to it.
Listen to it. What are you doing?
It's awesome.
Man, fucking 4 episodes. Listen to them.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's going to be okay. But yeah, that's, you can, if you want to support us, you can do that over at Ko-Fi now. Again, that's ko-fi.com/rage across the internet. And we got the link up on the website.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be in the show notes.
Yep.
Everywhere where Patreon was is now Ko-Fi. That's what it is. It's where you can find us. And, if you want to help us out, that would mean a great deal. Now, of course, while if you do, probably the easiest way is to go to the website and use the link on our website. So while you're there, you know what you can do.
Check out our store.
You could check out our store. It is that season. It's actually, you're really late.
You won't get it in time.
You're not going to get the shit in time. But what a great way to say, I care about you.
And also late up with the holidays.
Yeah, and also just am generally absent-minded.
Here it is in January.
Right?
Well, that sounds like me even without the holidays, but
I haven't started my shopping yet, so.
Amazon, man.
It won't get here in time.
I got plenty,
Yes, it will.
plenty of coal. It's no big deal.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, you're welcome.
Awesome. Now I
Hey,
know.
at least he got you something.
Right?
I'm fine with that.
I got nothing.
Actually, I took a crap in a box about an hour ago.
Nice.
It's taping it shut.
Oh, it's already taped shut. Are you kidding? I gotta live here.
Oh, there we go.
It's
Spit
been
take
taken
out a
away.
baby.
Almost.
I got you both today.
That's true.
Feeling good. No, but it is the holidays, and we should do this more often. Honestly, we don't do it enough. So
Sorry
we
for
apologize.
that.
Yeah, we apologize for that. It's just we
We got a lot of shit to do, and we always have stuff to talk about, and sometimes we forget about it. Other times we kind of rush through it to get to the subject at hand.
But what we want to do is we want to take a second and thank all of our backers. I mean, we say thank you every time, but let's do this proper.
Agreed.
So, we want to say a quick thank you to Mythical Ace, Ghostpaw, Major Mind, Charybdis Jenkins, Nicole, Sledge Thundercock, our buddy Johnny Strides, Jackal All Trades, Chrome Knight, Reesley, and Anthony. And not to be outdone,
We have Christy, not Crystal, Cole the Film Twit, M, Jason McKean, Caspian Oaken, Mila, Melissa, Ruiner, Saint Birdie, and JPC.
And also thank you to Action Penguin, Sean Hall, the Little North Star, Sean Torres, Dracoon Stew, Lucas Biggs, the Grizzled, TC Lyrics himself, Hayes / Silas, pick one, buddy, come on now. Anomaly.
Perfect.
Arsonist, Draugr, and last but not least, we want to say a huge thank you to the entirety of the Weaponized Ink crew.
damn right, you guys are great. We want to thank all of you, for all the support you've given us. We could not, we've said it before, we'll say it again, we could not do this show, we would not do this show without you guys. So best wishes to all of you. And, we wish you the best in the new year. And that'll do it. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
Click.
We do have a show.
Oh.
It wasn't.
Man, That would have been funny.
There wasn't enough space and time there. Come on now. I was going to say, how long can we stretch that out?
Oh, I'd sit here for 5 minutes. The problem is no one else would.
I know. Yeah.
I'd get up. Oh, I'm done here? All right, see you later.
Danny'd go into the kitchen and make himself a sandwich.
Hell yeah.
So what is the topic du jour today?
Well, today we are talking about the Ethereal Realm.
Traveling down that Umbrella episode still.
Yeah, kind of hate to have them so close together, but schedule kerfuffle. What do you want?
Well, not only that, but we realized how vast the Ethereal Realm was. And it's like, we really can't put that one in with another couple other realms.
Not if we're going to do all of it. And of course, a little spoiler for you guys for the new year, Melfi's, specifically the attack on Melfi's, as we have decided to call it.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's going to be its own episode. So we want to make sure we get the rest of the new realms, I don't want to say out of the way, but out of the way.
Yeah, you don't want to say it, but too bad. That's what you got to say.
So we're sitting here for the Atherial Realm, which is a bigger deal than the 3 pages in like Umbra 20.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's all of Rage Across the Heavens.
It's space. It goes into space.
Umbral space.
Wolves in space.
Wolves in... Oh. I mean,
Where is this Ethereal Realm?
Well, it's in the Umbra, dummy.
Obviously.
Fucking thanks for listening to the podcast.
Oh my goodness. How do you get to this realm, Order? Jeez. It's going to be a long night, guys.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we just recorded the postmortem for December, so this is where we are.
Yeah.
Bunch of slap happy, having fun guys.
It happens.
15-page script, y'all.
Jesus, it was nuts.
Oh
yeah, back to their
yeah.
Umbral space.
Yeah, it is. It's Umbral space. And like for me, this was always been a challenging realm for me. I've always had a hard time wrapping my head around. Like I can handle flux. The Ethereal Realm trips me up.
I get it, and I don't blame you. I'm partially with you on it. I'm not a huge fan of space.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, Star Wars is cool. Star Trek, not as cool, depending on who you are.
Well, you're going to start a fight that way.
Yeah, I was about to say, come on.
Okay.
Star Wars and Star Trek are both things that people watch and like.
Yes, they are. And they're out in outer space.
They are.
They've never been, like, my favorite things, though. So it's...
Yeah, I like a lot of shit that happens in space, but I don't like space.
It's like never ending, and it's dark and cold. And
It's like, well, Firefly, Cowboy Bebop,
yeah.
both really fucking awesome.
Alien. Who's
Also-
a problem with any of those things? But I'm like, space is stupid.
So now we have to
Is it more about the unknown that bothers you?
No, I think it's the boring that bothers me.
It's cold and dark.
No one can hear you scream. What's the point?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So an interesting thing, though, is that you hit the Ethereal Realm, like as a Gar, not you guys, all the fucking time. Because every moon bridge you take crests into the Ethereal Realm.
Correct. Yeah, just
It makes a lot of sense.
Go to the top of the moon bridge. You're in the Ethereal Realm.
And you're at the safest spot of that moon bridge because Luna is watching that shit. That's protected now. It's like safe, it's like freeze tag. It's like the safe zone.
You want an easy way to get there? Yeah, just break out of the moon bridge up top.
Sure.
There you go. You're in the realm.
Just go up.
Yeah.
Or just go up.
Moon bridges or moon paths, both just up.
If you're in the Umbra, if you can find a way above the clouds, you're in the realm.
Yeah. And that's the thing is once you are in the realm, you can fly. It's like second start of the raid, straight until morning.
Yeah, I remember reading that, and they had a special roll that you do, and you could increase from 300 feet per turn to 900.
Yeah. It's like Peter Pan, man.
But new people to the realm will not know that.
Right.
They have to be taught by somebody who's been there.
Well, and you also have the solar winds is another form of umbral travel that you could use in the Ethereal Realm.
Yeah.
There's just a fact for you.
I mean, it makes sense why they call that book Rage Across the Heavens.
Why?
Because it's kind of like the heavens of the Umbra.
Yeah. And, that's the thing.
How I see it.
Is Rage Heavens. And I don't like this book.
It was difficult.
Yeah,
It's just a giant narrative.
I don't like how it's formatted. You know how I feel about book games. So there's the section in there with, Thelios Rising and the Metis Child and that stuff. And it's not a full-on book game,
But it's close.
But it's close.
Close enough to irritate you.
A little bit. And but you got that. And I mean, I think it's a great concept, don't get me wrong. But then you also have the Garu astrology stuff.
Yeah, mixed in.
I'm not into astrology on a normal day.
Now you're going to add Garu astrology.
Does nothing for me. So, like, for me, this is... And then the way the book is formatted, yeah. The first chapter talks all about the planetary incarnate and the planetary realms, which we will be talking about.
There's just too many not to.
Right. You know, we're doing this right, but or right adjacent. But the problem is that the whole thing is a fucking narrative. And as a storyteller, that's the last thing I want. Give me the information.
So you can write your story.
Right. I don't need to, and I know you guys went through this too doing our research, because we broke up the Umbra realms, the realms here. I don't want to suss through what this stargazer is talking about and is, oh, last time I was here, this was fantastic, and we had mutton. Fucking, I don't care. Give me the information. You put that in like the Legends of the Garu. I can read that separately. I want facts.
Yeah, and you gotta sit there and suss through it and decide what's factual and what's maybe he just liked this and didn't like that part. Yeah,
I'm the oddball here. I enjoyed it.
Like, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying it was difficult.
But I like doing that kind of research that way. I don't like the cut and dry. That's why I'm a player, not a storyteller. I like being told the story, and I retain it better.
Well, and there you go. And I'm not saying like it's a shitty story. I'm not commenting on how it's written, like how well it's written.
Yeah, it's still well written. It was just, it's difficult to navigate through.
Right, because like I'm not looking for a narrative. Put that in a separate book and I'll read it. Awesome. But when I want to look for specifically what is this realm like, I don't want a travelogue. That's not helpful to me. That makes my job harder because I have to read extra shit that I don't need in order to get the information that I do. So this was a tough one.
A little bit.
Tough one research-wise, but I read through them. I liked them.
Like I said, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying it was a little bit more difficult. That's all.
I didn't struggle.
Well, I mean, congratulations.
Lucky.
Mark on the calendar, folks.
Sorry. I struggle more on the cut and dry.
And teach his own at that point. But, you know, for Danny and I, this was a bitch. In fact, we dialed back the scale of what we were going to do because of it.
Yeah, not only that, but then we realized, wow, there's so much that this would probably end up being 2, maybe even 3 episodes all at once. Which
is not what we have time to.
At that point, we're covering the whole book of Rage Heavens.
Right.
Well, but it's the first chapter. The problem is the first chapter is like 40 pages.
Yeah.
Not only that, but people will get really bored really quickly and stop listening.
Well, that probably already happened. You heard how we've been...
The intro for today, we
have you listened to this show?
No, I don't.
See?
Figures.
Prick.
I'm on it. What do I need to listen to it for?
I mean, solid point, but whatever.
Let's talk a bit about the Atherial Realm in general.
Okay.
Gentlemen, the Atherial Realm.
Space. The final frontier.
Good God.
Love it. We were both going there.
Well, so of course this is home to Luna and Helios and yes, the planetary incarnate. But it's also, I mean, it is space. You know, there are different sections of the Atherial Realm. You have the worm weaver in wild reaches.
Yeah, those are weird, but kind of cool.
I thought they were weird in how each of them you can see stars differently. Like the wild's all just chaos. The weaver actually takes the planetary stars and puts them perfectly everywhere.
No, you're right. I mean, I also enjoyed the fact that you can reach certain other realms through these reaches.
Yes.
Like the wild reach goes right to Flux, which obviously Flux is just the aspect of wild.
So it feeds it.
The worm reaches, there are multiple tunnels to Melpheus.
Which is where you want to be.
Sure.
If you want to go dance the dance, sure.
Party of the Temple Obscura.
And it didn't specify about the Weaver reaches, but
There's no anchorheads there.
Okay.
Very hard to get to. I remember reading that. I remember saying there's no anchorheads to it.
That makes sense now. Because me personally, I was just thinking like they would be there for Cyber Realm, but not for Scar. And maybe because now Scar is being corrupted by worm, so it's no longer there, kind of thing.
Like I could see that maybe getting access to Scar through the worm reaches, because again you're not going to get there through the Weaver, but because of that that corruption going through, that's kind of like a back door through.
Yeah,
I mean I definitely could see that, and then you also have to think that again because of the vastness of the Umbra, because of the vastness of space. You look at these different reaches.
Space.
So basically, this realm never ends.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
I mean, could you go find the Weaver by going deep enough into the Weaver reaches?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
theory.
I mean, what does that even look like? Because the scale that we're talking...
It's massive.
And that's why I say
it's so far beyond
theory.
Right, no, exactly. It's so far beyond...
How far would you have to travel to do it before you just get irritated and leave and, never mind, I'm done.
Or just can't go back.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Or, I mean, at that point, what tells you that you're not just traveling into the deep Umbra?
Very true. I mean, anything could happen.
Yeah.
It's space, man. I mean,
It's the Umbra, too.
Yeah.
So,
it's
anything
umbral
can
space.
happen.
Which also begs a question. I mean, you could sort of thought that this is now the Umbra is beyond Gaia.
Oh.
I mean, take a second with that.
Shit.
that's a good thought.
That thought hurts my head.
We have always you look at Gaia or you look at the Umbra as the spirit world. It's the shadow. It's it was severed. The gauntlet severed them and separated them, and it's the other side of Gaia that normal people can't get to. But it's not just that.
It's not just
because
that.
you're in space now, and that opens a door to all sorts of other possibilities and confusions and what ifs.
Confusions. Thank you for specifying.
Confucius says.
Whoa.
Does he? What does he say?
I don't know. We're in space. You can't speak.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't hear him anyway.
One thing I do like, though, you don't take fall damage here.
No.
You can just jump off from anywhere.
Yeah, you gotta jump in between the clouds
To leave.
Right.
But, I mean, there's anywhere else, there's just technically no fall damage.
It's
Right.
kind of almost a float down.
Well, it's a law of the realm. I mean, you can fall. But, I mean, you could fall from the Ethereal Realm to Pangea.
Yes.
Pancake through, make the little cutout like Wile E. Coyote.
And just walk off.
Yeah, and just get up and walk it off. Like, whatever. What is it, Tuesday? Psst.
Then they say you can't fall into, Flux, or there were certain realms you can't fall into. I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember. I just remember it was saying, you'll land, quote-unquote, safely, but at the same time, there's no guarantee where you're landing is safe.
Right.
That's true.
I mean, I generally would be that's the ill-advised.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. But, we go back, you are in space, and you can breathe, and you can exist. Although I wouldn't step sideways while you're there.
Because you're going to step sideways into space.
Right.
Depending on where you are, but yeah.
Exactly.
It's the most bad idea.
You're going to visit one of them planetary incarnate, and you try to step sideways, enjoy space.
Shit, while I'm thinking about it, that kind of solves a question I had for years. There is a hive on the Mir space station.
Which is weird as shit.
Right. And it always pissed me off. Because, what do we got, astronaut black spirals here? Fuck you. It just seems so stupid. Yeah, they get through the Ethereal Realm.
Yep. Step sideways when they're up there.
That tracks with me. That I will believe. I still think it's kind of lame, and I don't understand the purpose. But now at least all right, I've qualified that in my mind. Okay.
I was going to say, but that's your mind. It's not a guaranteed thing. That's not a canon thing. That's just...
No, Mir is a hive.
No, I get that.
Oh, okay.
In your justification for it.
Sure.
Sure.
But the books have never said that there are spirals that went through NASA. So it's just that there's one up there. Just fucking deal with it.
But that's what train with NASA. That'd be fun.
Well, they probably went with the secret NASA.
Oh, SNASA.
Yep.
SNAS. Okay.
Houston, we have a spiral.
Oh my. Really?
I'm not sorry.
I was going to say, you went with SNASA. You didn't think that was going to happen.
NASA. That's NASA.
No, I set him up for that.
Bunch of assholes.
Right?
Yes, we are.
What we do best.
So that's kind of like the generalized... That's kind of like the generalized...
There's also a sept here.
Yes.
Okay.
Sept of stargazers.
Okay. Tell me about them.
Well, they're sept.
They're sept.
I just thought you had more than that, that's all.
Well, they've obviously given up their flesh because they're living there in spirit form now.
Yep. So they're spirit stargazers in space.
Oh my god.
I think that sounds awesome, though.
It's like a bunch of force ghosts.
Is it only stargazers in the sept?
According to the book.
Yeah.
Group of mostly stargazers.
And I mean, I'm sure they are open to visitors because they're stargazers. But yeah, that's. I mean, you're not going to get a red talon to go, let's move into space and stay there till I don't have a body anymore.
What do you mean, move into space? There's space all around me. Red talon.
So
all right, I'm going home. See you guys later.
So what are you going to do now that you're off the podcast?
Oh, boy. No, these guys definitely welcome visitors, and they'll definitely guide you in anything you need. And I know that they have special rooms. Like if you want to actually meditate on one of the planetary incarna, they have special rooms to help you zero in your mind towards them.
Interesting.
It's very stargazery. Like it's what you come to expect, and it's who you want. Like if I'm gonna travel the cosmos.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. You wouldn't want any other.
From
I'm going with them over a Strider at that point.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
I don't think a Strider's going to know much about space.
I mean, he's going to be up for the journey
For sure.
but
He'll do it quickly.
Right, I'm going to trust the Strider, or I'm going to trust the Stargazer more, though.
Oh, agreed.
Plus, with the Striders, you fucking shoot horse and his layup on people, so they'd probably get bored halfway through and just
Jump back down.
Yeah.
Never mind. I didn't want to do this anyway.
It's their turn. If one gets picked at, it's their turn.
All right. Well, these guys, they want to learn more about the realm. So that's why they've forsaken their bodies. And they're trying to learn everything about the realm, which, good luck.
Right.
Because it's space.
Is a tribe that loves to ponder mysteries. I mean, it's fucking perfect.
It's right up their alley.
Yeah, it makes all the sense there is. And then the closest to Luna, which is neat.
Yes, I was going to say that. And aren't they trying to learn more about Anthelios?
Mm-hmm.
True. I mean, obviously they were there well before Anthelios showed up.
Yeah, but now that it's here...
But you see, this opens a problem.
Okay.
And I feel like I have to address it because I know that there are people out there that aren't hip to all the editions.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying.
Revised, a.k.a. 3rd edition, came out and introduced the Red Star, the Eye of the Worm, Anthelios, which appeared in the umbral sky for a long fucking time, and then it showed up even in the realm. This is tied to the apocalypse. There are other games that at least mention it, but predominantly this is a werewolf thing.
Right. Yeah, it's in Mage, it's in Vampire, but...
Yeah, it's all in the same world. Now, Werewolf 20 came out, and Werewolf 20 uses the canon of 2nd edition, just in modern day.
So it doesn't even have Anthelios.
Right, Anthelios isn't even in that motherfucker. So if you started with one with W20, you're going, what the hell are you talking about?
Right.
This is
a bummer.
Right.
Yeah,
this is what
that becomes a problem.
And this is, and you ready for this, though? Because it becomes a problem again. Because W5 is going to be using the canon from Revised.
So...
That's confirmed because Anthelios is mentioned in Vampire 5.
Oh, boy. So...
How big of a part it's going to play, if it's just an afterthought or if it's going to be swept into the rug, we don't fucking know.
No.
But...
There is no information yet.
If Vampire 5, and it did, mention the Red Star, it is tied to the canon of the Revised editions.
Correct. Mumble jumble mess.
So it does become quite an issue.
Right? There it is, guys.
So where do you start? And then
how do you
storyteller discretion.
Right. So you might hear Anthelios be brought up a few times tonight. That's why, we've been using Umbra Revised. And then Rage Across the Heavens is the book that introduces Anthelios. So there's going to be a little crossover, so there's no confusion. That's what this is.
It's not the only thing it introduces, isn't it? The Metis Child, too?
Yeah, but we're not talking the Metis
Right,
Child.
Because that's the book game part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great concept, don't get me wrong. But
I think it's an awesome concept.
But also now tied to Apocalypse, and what does that mean in terms... We're not talking about that today, holy shit.
That's too much to...
It's an end game.
Our heads are going to hurt enough.
They already are.
Because space.
I almost did it again.
I know.
Space.
No. The final frontier.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Just the way I'm saying space.
Exactly. Like, it's like Pavlovian. I just want to
I
finish
just
the
did just
line.
like watch the movie not that long ago, so sorry.
Frontier.
Yeah, that didn't work.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't think it worked how you thought it did. Anyway. So I think before we jump into the planetary incarna, and maybe a blurb briefly or two about the realms, I don't know what.
It depends on what we got.
We really...
Script a thing?
we really backed off on those Umbral, on those
They were very
realms.
meaty.
Incarna realms.
They were very meaty,
And
very
again,
wordy.
And a lot of the narrative.
Yeah, and it's hard
to pull from
yeah,
it.
it's like you guys said, it is hard to pull from that narrative on what's actual.
Right. So Rage Heavens, you can get the full story. Mm-hmm. And it's the place you can get the full story.
Yeah. Not only that, but like your tour guide, if we call him that,
yeah,
he's blind. So he's
good.
going off memory.
Good and great.
Which he's got a pretty good one.
He's definitely a wordy one.
So what are we moving on to? The laws?
Yeah, then we talk the laws of the realm real quick. Before we get into all the big shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we due to the proximity of the Umbral Moon, all Garu or other shifters with rage.
Yep.
Regain a rage point upon entering the realm. Full stop.
Oh, that could be helpful, but also could be kind of harmful too, depending on. But
Put him like a rage point.
use them all the time.
Right. Right. We mentioned that the outer space portion of the Atherial Realm it's still breathable and temperate to shapeshifter visitors. The only hazard you need to overcome in that aspect is the depth of the realm's space is the weightlessness.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't even think about
no
that.
gravity.
It'd just be a big mindfuck for you. No gravity.
Damn. Didn't even think about it.
And then it's just vast darkness.
Right.
Aside from the
There's
planets.
stars and planets and
Yeah,
comets.
but I'm just saying, and enjoy that loneliness if you don't have a pack with you.
Right.
What is everyone tying each other together and?
Well, you can fly.
Yeah, you're just going.
Just going along.
That's
Just
right.
go. You're in the Umbra, man. Just fucking go up.
And we touched on the other law, though.
Yeah.
Don't take falling damage.
Right. And we mentioned that, everybody, spirit, shapeshifter, otherwise, can walk on the surface of clouds as if it were solid ground.
Uh-huh.
It's notably easier to summon loons, star spirits, fire elementals, other spirits of celestial origin.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it makes sense. Of course.
You know those clouds in the worm reaches? It reduce your difficulty by 1 of perception rolls.
Yes.
That's
Only in the worm reaches, though?
only in the worm reaches.
I wonder
Like
why
they're
that
that
is.
dense or something.
Because of evil.
Okay. I'm just out of curiosity, that's all.
That's all they state, so I don't know.
Yeah, right?
Just because it's the worm.
And of course, we mentioned all moon bridges touch the ethereal realm. And rolls involving moon bridges are reduced by 2. Meanwhile, any astrological related abilities or gifts, celestial objects or astrological phenomenon, there's also a reduction in difficulty for all that. So if you're doing something spacey, it's going to be easier. Which...
it sounds weird, but it sounds like it makes sense, too.
Yeah.
If you're ballsy enough to travel it, then I hope you have the gifts.
I know there's a couple optional ones, too, but they're optional.
Yeah, those are the ones that...
I've taken the option to not discuss them.
Okay, we'll leave it at that then.
No, if you got them, absolutely. I shouldn't write them down.
No, I don't got them. I knew you were doing it, so I left it.
Right.
I had them, but honestly, we touched them. One was the flying.
Oh, the optional ones, you mean?
Yep. Flying is an optional law.
Yeah, I can't see us taking
Silver
that
Fang
one.
gifts, Lambient Flame does not cost a willpower point in the realm. Any shapeshifter in Luna or Helios's favor gain an extra success when using gifts related to the relevant Celestine. And then the Ethereal Realm simply is the penumbral reflection of outer space. Anyone stepping sideways in the realm emerges in an appropriate point in the physical world. So, boom, you're in space.
That would suck.
I'm on the moon, and I can't breathe.
Good luck.
I can soak it.
I don't think you can soak that one.
You don't know.
Have
It's
you been up
optional.
there? It's optional.
Good thing it is an optional law.
So onward, Again, there are the planetary incarna. And each planetary incarna has their own little realm.
Yeah, it's weird seeing because they're so descript. They're so dense. Each one of these little, I don't want to say blurbs because they're not blurbs. They're almost like 2-3 pages a piece. Wow. And for how many?
Well, 13.
13.
which does not line up to the planets, but we will explain.
I was going to say, there's a couple that, at least I know one of them, because we each got, well, I have 4.
Me and you got 4, Porter got 5.
Took 5.
He took the short end of that stick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks, Porter.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, well, better you than us.
And I'll tell you what, I don't have the cool shit this time. Normally I drop the bomb with the cool shit at the end, but that's not how
So
it's
you want
going
to
to
go
go.
first then?
Well, no, because
Let
we
the
should...
boring stuff lead? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we could go backwards from Pluto.
Change it
Pluto?
up.
Yeah.
Pluto?
Yeah.
Question mark?
That's humans that said it's not a planet anymore. That doesn't mean the Incarnate knows that.
Thankfully, someone has a good answer for that.
Because when I was in school, it was still a planet. So
Yeah.
Right?
that's just newer knowledge, which this book was written prior.
Right, and has that changed? Bah.
Oh, yeah.
There's Rage Across the Heavens 20. There isn't one.
I'm not an astrologist. I don't know. It could still be a planet. They could be
I
like,
just-
oh, no, I'm sorry, I lied. It's still a planet.
I just remember how...
Do you see me drinking Tang?
Space monkeys. That's a real thing. Just saying. It still exists, by the way.
I like this, though. Let's go backwards.
All right, we'll go backwards. I think that's better.
Okay. Weird, but okay.
But, like normally, I show up last and I drop some fucking bomb,
Uh-huh.
right? But I don't have anything.
So you're going to...
I don't have a strong finish.
Okay.
So,
But mine's not a strong finish either, because I am going last if that, spoiler alert.
yeah, but you got cool stuff.
All right.
I think my things are the least cool. So we're gonna
okay.
I think we'll start this way.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So we've got Miros, the Incarnate of Pluto.
Miros.
Miros.
Okay.
Cool name.
It is. And he's kind of neat, but again, there's nothing that just, whatever. He takes the form of a Krynos-Garu with gray fur and pure green eyes. He's got the Egyptian-style clothing, like the pressed white, the loincloth, then like the elaborate jewelry. Got the proper ears with the hoops. Like it's that Strider. You've seen that Strider,
Mm-hmm. Got the Anubis look going.
right?
Jonas.
Oh, this is the more ornate, and
All right.
carries a staff made of gray wood with a claw that holds a polished clear disc, and he's got scarabs, like jeweled scarabs, and stuff. And it's said that each scarab is actually one of his spirit minions.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's kind of neat. He earns his title. He's known as the Wanderer, and he earns his title because of like the weird ass orbit, Pluto. You look at that, but he likes to travel. And he'll invite people that would visit with him to travel alongside him as he journeys just through the ethereal heavens. He'll just go fucking walk about.
He's the farthest out there. I mean, yeah.
And he leaves his realm. He's just like, all right, see ya. Fucking
Again, he's the farthest out there. Who's all going out there to visit?
doors unlocked. Well,
Doors unlocked.
well, it's a thing. Because who's out there is wild spirits.
Oh, boy.
See, he doesn't keep a permanent dwelling, and he doesn't make any for travelers. He's fine with travelers, but you got to travel with him. But the neat thing about his domain is the wild spirits. It's close to the wild reaches. They're all over the place. But since he likes to travel, you get scenarios where wild spirits and other spirits too will try to like move in and take over while he's out.
How often is he leaving? And
Pretty well always. He's always on the move. He'll come back. He'll
and
move.
they still try and take over?
Yeah. He's kind of into it.
Okay.
Because all the wild spirits, they keep messing with things anyway, so there's always something new to see.
And he's the traveler, so yeah, he likes to see new sights.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cool.
It offers scenarios where maybe you're going there to meet him to like gain some knowledge or whatever, and now maybe you have to like cleanse up his realm a bit.
I was gone for a little too long. Why don't you clean this up for me?
Kick all these squatters out,
Or you mistake one of those squatters for him.
Could be. But, there's a scenario right
Yeah,
there.
there's a good plot hook. And then he just shows up and goes, what?
He's like, oh, thanks, man. I wanted to use the couch. But, and as with so many of these planetarian carding, you can get Miros as a totem. Personal or pack. The thing is, it's much more difficult for a pack to actually reach him to ask for his patronage, than it is to convince him to do it.
The furthest one out has got to be the most.
And again, he's always on walkabout.
So good luck finding him.
Right. It's like you know where he lives. He's just not home.
The door's unlocked. Just wait for him to come home.
Yeah, just kick the people out. Maybe there's gonna be some wild spirits. Someone's fucking raiding the fridge.
What if you're there long enough, you lose your physical body trying to wait for him?
That's possible.
Yeah. Jesus, that would suck.
Just jump. I don't know. Pull a Van Halen.
How many times?
I get up.
Every episode.
That's every.
No,
Someone
every
fact check
episode
that.
you get some kind of musical reference.
Oh, that's true. But the children of Meros, they find it easier to navigate the Dark Umbra. So you get 1 difficulty to any dice roll dealing with the land of the dead or its inhabitants. They can't lose their way and can find their way to any destination given time, although the route isn't necessarily the shortest or safest.
Of course not.
You
But
also
they'll get there.
Yeah, you also get 3 dots of enigmas and occult. For each pack member gains 2 points of temp wisdom. His ban, however, is he expects his children to travel in order to broaden their minds. So you have to spend at least 4 months out of every year on the road.
It's perfect for a Strider.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a hell of a Strider thing.
That's Pluto.
That is Pluto.
Crazy.
Hey, we're going backwards, so...
So you still have the next.
I had to flip my notes.
Yep.
Yeah, everything's flipped backwards now.
Yeah, we did these in order and now reverse order, so... So we have Shantar, the Incarna of Neptune. She's human enough that you can relate to her. And she's not super bombastic, or... She's big, she's not huge. She's large, like over 9 feet tall, and could probably adjust her size as necessary.
Storyteller discretion.
I'm sure her discretion. It's an Incarna, man.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
boss them around,
Good luck.
right? Jesus Christ.
I don't think he's got an Incarna.
The fiction. You know, that's a different show.
Touche.
She's got blue skin, almost the color of the oceans, and I mean, you think Neptune is a planet.
Water.
Exactly. So, big surprise there. Darker blue hair and eyes. Her hair is very similar to seaweed. Probably about what you want to picture. You're already seeing in your head.
Oh, yeah.
You're probably on the track. Faint scale patterns in the skin. She has 4 arms, which seem to always be in motion. They're always gesturing.
Flowing like water. That makes sense.
Yeah. Face is quite pointed. Her nose is more like slits under a bony ridge. And from the waist down, she appears to be like twisted spouts of water. Swirling, blue and white water just swirling.
Like Genie from the lid.
There you go. Only less Robin Williams. Because she.
Fair.
Didn't they make one where they had a female genie?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm guessing.
I think you're thinking of Morgan Mindy.
Okay. You son of a bitch. Not sorry. Got it.
Yeah, never have been. No, she's very inventive. She's known as the Loom Maker. She'll be generous to people who visit her realm. She will provide unique quarters and places, to stay. She'll provide food, and all of it's made of fucking water.
So you're well hydrated.
But like she's
drowning.
Yeah, she like solids it up for you. Like imagine she hands you like a globe of water and it tastes like fucking French fries and like nourishes
You
you.
say French fries, and I'm so
Because
hungry
she
now.
can make that happen,
Fries made
That
of
sounds
water.
awesome.
right?
And she seems very friendly.
She is. She enjoys interacting with visitors, especially if they can show her something she's never seen before. Like an invention, a fetish she's unfamiliar with, a tool of some sort. But she's very Weaver focused.
Oh.
She has a very real affinity with the Weaver. Loom, Weaver. It's right there.
That makes sense why you say if you can show her something she hasn't seen before then.
Right. And again, a fetish, a tool, an invention. Something physical.
Okay.
It's, she loves the creativity. But she also maintains a distance from the Weaver's doings. So she's like a fan of the Weaver, maybe in theory.
But she keeps enough distance where it's not going to do any kind
The
of
Weaver
harm.
can influence her.
Right.
That too. Well, I mean, one and the same at the point.
She's very open to any subject, not directly detrimental to Gaia or other Incarna. And again, staunch supporter of the Weaver, which attracts your Glasswalkers.
Well, yeah. Makes
obviously.
the most sense.
Yeah, they claim her as a patron. I don't know what tier. And the Incarna also is a patron of the Philodox.
So
Thank you,
Glasswalker Philodoxus.
You didn't catch it.
No, I didn't.
It's alright. Keep
It's all right
going.
now. You'll hear it in editing.
Yep.
Great.
As a totem, she's somewhat alien by human standards, but, she's relatively approachable. If you're willing to go to the trouble to reach her and ask her for a favor, she'll usually agree. Again, provided you're not like, the Weaver sucks!
Maybe show her a
might
cool
kick
thing
you
she
out of
hasn't
there.
seen before.
Right, just be cool about it. She's got a little thing on the Weaver, just be cool about it. But she encourages creativity and invention. You get 2 extra dice on repair, crafts, or computer rolls. Glasswalker gifts cost 1 less experience points to learn for her children. And you get a die on any swimming rolls or rolls made and navigate the Weaver's webs.
Okay. So some serious benefits.
I mean, if for the taking, but she does ask that you heal rather than harm when dealing with the Weaver. And
oh boy.
Yeah, that's a problem. And we'll often send packs on dangerous quests to cut worm influence away from the webs. And you already don't want to be in those webs.
Mm-mm.
You already don't want to be there.
I mean, at least she helps you navigate them.
That's true, but
But no thanks.
Doesn't mean you want to be there.
To the stuff that wants to kill you.
Yeah, no thanks.
To help fight the other stuff that wants to. I'm gonna pass.
No, I agree. I don't. Some of the stuff she gives you is cool. I don't think it's worth the trade-off, personally.
You're not a glass walker.
You're right.
I can see them going for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, going to a planetary incarnate, it's a big deal. These
can
aren't.
Imagine, yeah.
This isn't like a normal totem quest thing. I mean, maybe we should have led with that.
Yeah.
You don't just do your totem quest and maybe fucking Pluto shows up.
No, not happening.
No,
You need to seek them out.
exactly. And it's a quest. I mean, that can be a chronicle in and of itself.
It could even be a couple, depending on how far you got to travel.
Right. And I mean, we bring this up. You can fly in space, but it's not like you're like fucking Superman. It's like the turbo rocket slide. You don't have warp 12. There's no fucking, Chewie can't engage the hyperdrive.
Mm-hmm.
You're riding solar winds. You're doing paths. You're doing airts. Same as it ever was.
Are you going to plaid?
That is a ludicrous speed.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
I'm dropping a lot of sci-fi references for people who don't like space.
Right.
Sure seem to like space.
Yeah, we might be full of shit.
Yeah, well.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Right. I really hope 99% of you get that reference. I really, really do.
Hayes didn't get it.
I know he didn't. That's why I said 90.
It's not on his list.
It should be.
It didn't age well.
30 movies. That was my thing.
Okay.
I gave him a list of 30 movies.
Yeah, that's not going to make a top 30.
How far isn't he? How far into it is he?
I think he's watched one, but he got it like 3 days ago.
Okay, fine. Back to it, sorry.
Yep. So no, we're going right up Uranus.
Wow!
That was quick.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
I didn't even buy him dinner.
Okay, then.
To the realm of Ruatma.
Ooh, that's a cool name.
It is a cool name.
It's way better than Uranus.
And it's another, obviously Uranus, it's another water. It's too much water. It's a lot of water.
Why is there so much water out there? It's deep space.
Yeah. You gotta bathe.
Ice.
You've been out there a long time.
It's because you gotta bathe.
I'm not president
So
of
I'm
space.
going to Uranus to bathe.
That. I thought I had the most juvenile joke. And then you took that from me.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to let you have it.
All right.
It's usually my thing. I'm just, we're doing shit different today.
That's just a little bit.
So Uranus.
Or some call it Uranus.
The Incarna. Yeah, Incarna of Uranus. Fine. If you're going to be a buzzkill about it. He's kind of, he's actually, I think he's the neatest looking of the ones I pulled. He's like a stretchy Grim Reaper. Like quasi-human draped and hooded, right? It's like a watery pale blue cloak without any ornaments or anything, just a plain form. Is vaguely human-like, but he's tall and stretched. Hair tucked into the folds of the hood. His eyes reflect like the glitter of light on dark water. Fingers long and slender, like a goddamn Nosferatu Dracula.
Blah.
Yeah, there seems to be too many of them.
Too many fingers.
Yeah, his voice is a whisper, soft yet firm. It seems to carry the feeling that he holds secrets at his fingertips that he could share if he wished, or not.
That was creepy.
Thanks. The Incarnate himself he's big on secrets. He's very enigmatic. If he wants to be left in peace, you can't find him. There's no option.
Oh shit.
You'll look forever. If he doesn't want to see you, he will remain hidden indefinitely. But he's very curious.
So he's not staying hidden for long.
Probably. If you can spark his curiosity. He doesn't share his secrets, but he wants yours.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, and that's his main interest in visitors, because they can bring him information. Something he doesn't already possess. And he'll be willing to trade on a one-for-one basis.
Oh, so you can get information from him.
You can get information. He's willing
information.
to trade, yeah. And the weird thing is he doesn't care what it is. It's a gift or a secret or an ancient rite, or nothing more than like some gossip. Or, like, oh, Tom Brokaw retired. If he didn't know it, he's interested in knowing it. And it's like there's some greater plan, like that knowledge can lead to something else somehow, and that's why he cares.
I'm going out on a limb. He likes the antenna.
You can go out on that limb.
You're going to fall.
At least I don't take fall damage.
Oh, he can soak it.
There
Don't
you
even
go.
have to.
Don't even have to.
Yeah. Yeah, big on, again, big on gifts. Even especially stuff with other Incarna. If he's particularly pleased with what you have to say, we'll go even further than secrets. He might even part with a fetish or a talent.
Whoa.
Though sometimes he wants a quest.
That kind of makes sense if it's a bigger deal.
And, I mentioned, here's the thing. I think the final thing to mention here is, I talk about how enigmatic and big on secrets. Yeah, Ratma is not a guy. It's actually a female spirit.
Oh, wow.
That chooses to hide is a male spirit. Enigmatic.
Okay.
And should you uncover that
before she's the ultimate secret,
before she's ready to reveal it, and probably not going to,
no,
she will be tempted to incarcerate you, as she does those who discover her plans.
Ooh.
But what plans?
I don't know. I shouldn't just shrug at you. There's a microphone here.
Yes.
They don't discuss it.
Shit.
Which they shouldn't.
Right? Now, if you want to get her as a totem, too bad. She doesn't do it.
Period.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Judging by that whole backstory.
She might be willing to grant a secret or two, but is unwilling to make long-term promises. Ratma is not available as a pack or personal totem.
She's too busy.
Full stop.
Being
Okay.
secrety and shady and shit.
Interesting. I did not expect that one.
Now we go to Lubat, the Incarna of Saturn.
Is he a bat?
No. So it might be Bot,
Okay.
but that's not an O. So I'm going with Lubat. Or Lubu.
I don't think it's
Lubu. That sounds better.
Mightiest man in China.
Lubat. Lubat?
It's probably
Whatever.
Lubat, but
Lubat, sure.
B-A-T, man. Now something about Saturn, because we're not dipping into those realms so much. You can do that in Rage Across the Heavens and save us 2 days worth of research and note taking. But you can actually ride the rings of Saturn.
Oh, that's fun.
Like they spin at different speeds.
Okay.
And different directions, or
Yeah.
do they all go one direction?
Yeah, I don't remember the direction, but I know they
Okay.
do it different speeds. Like there's a whole thing, like you can go there to like relieve stress or whatever, like challenge yourself, hop in between rings and like fuck yourself up real bad because you don't make your rolls.
I could see that happening.
So that was worth mentioning.
Relieve stress.
But that's also
But you
stating
fucked
that the
up a
rings
roll.
have gravity. 'Cause you
Realms
can
are
fly.
different. Yeah, well, the realms are different rules.
That's true.
Lubat can assume the form of a smallish gray wolf, or a snowy owl, or a luminous moth-winged being. But generally he doesn't. He shows up like as a simpler human form, like a slightly older man, average height, dark skin, friendly brown eyes, and it's a simple long jacket, trousers, and slippers. He's got a turban with a greenish-brown stone in the center of it.
Okay.
He's pretty low-key on that. He smiles easily and appears relaxed and at peace with himself and others. Advocate for peace and cooperation.
Favored by the children of Gaia.
Imagine that.
Haha.
Imagine that. You got it in one.
I wasn't sure because, again, Tom said the last guy was going to be favored by the antenna, but he's not.
No, there isn't a preference because, hey,
Doesn't take a pack to
Doesn't
it.
take
Not
a
a pack
toe,
to
yep.
him, so.
he ain't having that shit. She ain't having that shit. But Lubat, yeah, he's about he exits Patriot the Children of Gaia and the Ragabash, though. Right?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those who cannot figure out how such a composed, quiet incarnate can be patron to the Ragabash do not wholly understand the nature of the oftentimes prankster brethren. Lubat speaks to that element of the Ragabash that many never acknowledge, which is to find joy and acceptance in things as they are while urging us to try new things. In that particular way, this patron of the Ragabash is known as the Steady One.
I like it.
Right? There's already a different spin there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool.
It's very Ragabash.
Right? But like you wouldn't have thought about it.
No, not at all.
Which makes it Ragabash.
Yep. I can see it.
The main strength with Lubat is his understanding. He doesn't believe in battling against foes or ferreting out any hidden secrets to gain an advantage. What he prefers to do is listen and find strength and advantage in the heart of the words of the person and actions of the person he's dealing with. He treats them from the position of knowing what's important to them and what they need to hear. Now, not a total pacifist.
Not totally.
No, he merely resorts. Violence is a last resort.
Okay.
He goes for the other possibilities first, and
Which,
that
again, makes sense for children of Gaia.
Right, like it's totally up their alley. He also has the attention and the respect, cooperation of all sorts of star spirits. Has a lot of totems have his back. So you wouldn't think it, but he's actually a pretty influential and powerful Incarna. And I mean, we're talking about Incarnas, so I mean already...
Right, they're already...
Like there's a level here.
They're a big deal.
Right.
So he's on the top of that list.
It's generally not to be messed with. No.
Really, any of the Incarna aren't.
Wouldn't mess
Yeah,
with anyone
exactly.
on
I mean,
the
yeah,
list.
we're dealing with a scale here.
Yeah.
Lubat is Totem of Wisdom. He often refuses requests to be like he's not hip to it. He'll be a totem. He will back you, but he generally doesn't because he prefers that Gara find their own way and make their own decisions, and he worries that they will use him as a crutch.
I like that.
Right? Like, that's a pretty great angle.
A little
really
bit
good
like
angle.
it's hard to express the facial expression I have right now, but yeah, that's different in a cool angle. I like that.
Now, I mean, if you manage to, I don't want to say trick him, but if you manage to get him to is your totem, you get a greater understanding of riddles in the hearts of others. All enigmas, empathy, and occult rolls are at -2 difficulty. He also grants an additional point of perception and 2 points of temporary wisdom.
I want this guy.
But you're never allowed to act hastily.
Ooh.
And his packs must always have a backup plan for every major endeavor they attempt.
Yeah, that's on us.
Yep, screwed.
That's not
just
us.
crap on that. I'm like, man, I want all those bonuses. Those are nice.
That's gonna be difficult for the Ragabash though too. Damn.
I guess it depends on what kind of ragabash you are.
True. Definitely not good for the gut.
No.
I mean, again, depends what kind of gut you are.
You're
Sure,
right,
but
yeah,
like,
it depends on the person. We're not
my
in cardboard
character,
town.
right? For my character, absolutely not.
Oh, no. No.
Don't ask
The gifts
hastily.
are a nice bonus for Ghost, but I don't. Yeah, he doesn't have a backup plan usually.
You know a beginning plan, usually.
Thanks.
It's Napoleon's plan. Show up, see what happens.
It'll be fine.
Here to party.
Finally, for mine,
Mm-hmm.
I have Zarok, the Incarna of Jupiter. Not to be confused with Zorak, Space Ghost's band leader.
Okay.
Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Of course you did.
I did. So Zorak is... Zarok is he's large and robust. You know, silver hair and, you know, beard, big, thick beard. I like to equate him kind of to Robert Baratheon.
Okay.
But, like, not personality-wise per se. But, I mean, he shows this authority and dignity.
Just
But,
looks.
Yeah, he's got these frosty blue eyes and these laugh lines. You know, he dresses in colorful robes. He's never without some sort of crown, whether an actual crown or an aura of light. But he's very flash and can't breathe poor people there.
All right, I see where this is going.
He can also take the form of an immense silver white wolf with ice blue eyes, or the appearance of an enormous white hawk. Now, his temperament, he's jovial and kind.
Not what I expected.
Yeah, he welcomes visitors who come in the spirit of friendship. He likes to grant visitors gifts. And it's not to say that he doesn't possess a serious side. He is, after all, a ruler and a patron of the Philodox. But, yeah, so he can make, you know, he's able to make difficult decisions. He is a thinker, he can. But he's big into humor. He has this congenial, generous nature.
So make him laugh. He'll like you.
Yeah. You know, but people tend to underestimate him because of, you know, his demeanor. You know, they see him as like a pompous buffoon, like a drunk, like our big fat party king Robert Baratheon.
That's what I was thinking when you said it first. So.
Right. But he actually has immense fucking power.
It's Jupiter.
Right. And that's kind of relevant. See, the interesting thing is in his realm, there's a very real threat. Because, and I mean, there are certain threats in some level of every realm. I think we, you know, but, you know, he has his court. You know, all the satellites of the planet. There's a little Game of Thrones. That's why I use Robert Baratheon. There's like a little Game of Thrones action going
Okay,
on.
I'm starting to see it.
They have this plan. You know, the court consists of that 16 satellites that orbit the planet, and all of them know that Zarok isn't merely another planet, but it's a small brown dwarf. I don't mean like Tyrion. I mean like
No, I know what you meant.
And
Dwarf planet, right?
yeah, and so they choose to view him as a star in the making.
Okay.
Something that could potentially become a star and elevate them to planets.
So like the actual, like a dwarf star.
Right.
Okay.
And in fact, and it's not super relevant because it's specific to Anthelios. There's some that believe that he could harness the power of Anthelios and become that star.
Interesting.
I like the angle, not the Anthelios part, but the angle that he's a dwarf star. I like that.
I mean, that's true, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have all these satellites, these 16 different satellites, 16 different fucking spirits there going, and they're mixed. You know, some are for it, some are against it.
Oh, of
pretend
course.
to be for it. You know, like, yeah, it will all evolve, we'll become planets, and it's going to be amazing. And, like, no one stops and thinks that if that happens, I mean, the ones that are against it have done this. Something that if that happens, it would destroy not only the Earth and several other planets, but all the satellites in the first place.
Yep.
There you go.
Well,
You no longer exist.
Right? But so you can, when you get there, you can get caught in this whole stupid cat and mouse game, or, you know, trying to, you know, go do this quest to help elevate and power up Zarok. Only don't, because then game over.
For a lot.
Right?
be tricked.
It could be game over for the whole solar system.
Right? Weaver didn't do it. Worm didn't do it. Your dumbass did it.
You're a dumbass.
You listened to Ganymede. Nice work. Yeah, Zarok is a totem. You know, kingly, and he's proud to lead. He will offer his magnificence to packs who prove worthy. So, you know, Silver Fangs.
Yeah.
Yep. We got that.
Yeah,
Silver Fang Philodox.
Did you? Each member of Zarok's path gain an effective level of pure breed when dealing with other Garu.
Oh, yeah.
4 additional dice in leadership, 2 additional dice in intimidation, and the pack may draw upon 5 additional willpower per story.
Wow.
And then an extra point for purposes specifically dealing with external resisting, domination, mind control, or intimidation. Ready for the drop?
Hit me.
His children are never allowed to dishonor themselves. Any action that would lead to a loss of honor will cause him to abandon you immediately.
Whoa!
Well, don't expect to have him too long.
Right? Tell you what, you tell a lie during a story, your Dunyan rings.
Oh, I mean, like, even like if it's something an accident. Whoa.
Yeah, it's a little brutal one. Like, I think that's.
Shit.
I mean, there are bands that are mean.
That one's a little mean.
But, you know, like difficult. You know, like, oh, you got to use every part of the kill, or, you know.
That's doable.
Right, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but you got to think about it, but it's doable.
But yeah, like.
But you could have just an honest
you can
mistake
accidentally,
and lose honor. And done.
Yep.
That sucks. I mean, he does give great gifts.
Sure.
Like, there was some good bonuses. Wow.
Oh, wow. Damn.
But that's my little corner of the universe.
The farthest reaches.
That's right.
Thanks.
Now we're bringing it a little closer to home.
I see what you did there.
A little closer. Not there yet.
What you got, Space Cowboy?
We're talking about Rorg. Yeah. Honestly, my favorite of my 4.
It's
the
a bummer yours
Incarna.
is first.
I know, it is bummer, but it's fine.
Yeah.
This is the Incarna of Turok.
The dinosaur hunter.
I was going to say...
Also referred to as the many-taloned hunter.
Okay, so I'm getting where they get
So
Turok from, right?
I just want to, before I even go anywhere, where do you think he's located? I mean, you're the only one that doesn't know, and I just want to see if you can...
Like, it was like the opposite side of Mars or something here?
Nope. It's the asteroid belt.
Oh, okay.
Now here's the bombshell.
I mean, I guess I should have, like, followed that in a direction because Mars is before Earth, you moron.
But here's the bombshell. They say a planet named Turok once existed here, but was destroyed when he quarreled with a mighty worm spirit who tore him into pieces. Hence, asteroid belt.
That's fucking cool.
But despite his destruction, Turok's hatred for the worm would not allow him to die. Instead, each piece of him drew as close as it could to the others and resumed its place.
That's fucking cool.
Now, Rorg, he was once... Rorg's
Porter got a little giddy just all of a sudden.
Rorg is awesome.
Rorg is, in my opinion, I don't know your 4 yet, but so far my favorite still.
I don't think that's going to change.
Okay, then. So Rorg was once a mighty hunter and still tries to prove his worth. But now with his planet no more, he knows his time is running out. His ongoing torture and knowledge of his soon demise fills him with uncontrollable rage, making him unpredictable and dangerous. Just like the Red Talons.
Awesome.
So he favors Red Talons or particularly savage Ahrons.
Right on.
Now, if Rorg even chooses to appear before you, be prepared to defend your right to exist.
Shit.
It's gonna Hulk smash all over you.
There was stories in there where he would literally, just trying to get into his realm, will have asteroids collide in your path, trying to squish you. Now, he has two forms. A red-coated wolf with talon-like scythes and silver teeth. His other a human, though hardly ever seen. Tall, muscular hair, big beard, wild and matted. And then on his head is a rack of antlers, draped with forest growth. His clothing made of bark, woven with wool. His cloak made of furs from rabbits, fox, and marin. His hands, he wears wolf claws, and his teeth were filed to points.
Oof. That's rad.
Right?
This guy is awesome.
Rorg is the shit.
Not to be trifled with.
Well, no, definitely not.
I mean, that's pretty much all I put down.
I mean,
I know you like him, and I know you've read him.
No, yeah, no, Rorg's the shit. And I mean, it's been a while since I have opened this book.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm recalling correctly, one of the scenarios in the Apocalypse book involves Rorg getting pissed off and hucking an asteroid at Earth.
I would not put that past him.
that's fucking cool.
He also likes to hold hunts where he can actually get a couple asteroids together and hold different hunts on each one to try to
Okay.
prove your worth.
Also, if something to, hey, how do we stop Athelios?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get Rorg to do it?
Yeah, why
And
not?
I mean, that's the level of badass this guy is.
Slowly losing his power, though. Because
Oh.
his planet is gone.
Right.
That's kind of why. Okay.
Yep, and that's why he's losing his mind. Because if you think about it, red talents are slowly losing land. That's why he sides with them.
Okay.
Giant fucking crazed Hulk in space.
Just don't make him mad. Now, as a totem, the pack must have at least one red talent, and refuses to patronize packs he considers lenient, in quotes.
Mm-hmm.
His traits, he gives -1 to all relevant tasks that involve the pack. In the instance of combat, includes initiative, attack, and damage rolls, but not soak. Because the goal is to defeat the enemy, not survive the attack.
That's fucking hardcore.
Yep. Get +3 die to Primal Urge, and you gain the gift Mind Speak.
Hey, it's an odd choice, but fuck it. Can
Yeah.
argue?
Not gonna argue. Thanks for the gift. His ban, though. Not allowed to forgive until any crimes committed against them or their loved ones have been justly punished. That's it.
Oh.
That's Rorg.
So, it hasn't been justified yet? You can't forgive him.
Nope. Now on to the Incarna of Mars. Nirgal.
Say it
Nirgal.
Niragal.
Okay. You said Marigold.
That's what I
Marigold.
thought he said too.
Nirgal. Also known as the Blooded One or the Ice Warrior.
Kind of feel like I need to take that back now.
Yeah.
This
definitely
guy's pretty
not
cool.
Marigold.
And this one is right up your alley, Danny. Sorry, I was
Why would
looking
you
at
say that?
Because he
Because I'm
is...
constantly full of rage?
Because he is the quintessential warrior and naturally favors Ahroun and Geta Fenris.
So are you saying I'm full of rage all the time?
Your character. Calm down.
I'm so angry.
That
Yeah,
too.
why are you so angry over there?
I was talking about my character.
So you must fight his guardians to enter the realm and prove yourself worthy to even greet him.
That's awesome.
Even if you prove yourself to them and gain access, you are still met with the harshest of landscapes that reflect Mars, and you must traverse and survive them to prove yourself worthy of his audience.
I figure if you just survived his minions, you could probably survive the landscape.
Good luck, because there's no water, and there's no animals.
So
If you are on a longer trek than you planned on, because the only water is found at the poles.
What about the face?
On the moon? There's a face?
Never mind.
Yeah. Alright.
Sorry.
Nirgal will appear as an enormous gray-white wolf with golden eyes in his man and Krynos form. Same color coat, same eyes. In his man form, he has long hair, bearded and battle-hardened. He's known for wearing worn leathers and furs. His beard and furs are ice-rimmed. He does not carry any weapons, as he can summon them with just a thought.
Shit.
I dig it. I dig it.
By nature, he is very violent, but also honorable, respects strength and determination.
Cool.
Now, as a totem, he will lend his favor to virtually any pack brave enough to seek him out and request
I was going to say, if they fucking make it to him, he better be able to give that kind of patronage.
Yep, and it pleases him. That pack should shed blood in his name.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, I like his style.
I'm enjoying his style, too. His traits, you'll never fox friendly. You'll never fox frenzy. You get +1 die in brawl and melee pools.
Cool.
2 temp glory, and 1 extra die to soak rolls, but will not help you soak silver.
I mean, okay.
Now his ban, you're forbidden to show fear, cannot retreat once in combat, and cannot avoid obstacles that you must overcome.
Done. I'm in.
Told you you'd like him.
I'd take that as a pack totem any day.
Can't retreat, though, so you won't have him long.
Well, that makes sense as a guy. What? Won't have him long.
Yeah, you're dying battle.
Soon. Honorable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not denying that.
Very get way.
I was going to say, we've never retreated battle.
You were unconscious, but yeah.
That's a different story.
Next, obviously, we're going to hit the Incarna of Gaia, or Earth.
Earth, you say?
Eshtara is her name. Also referred to as the Song Teller. She favors Galliards and takes special interest in Fianna for their love of song and story.
As soon as you said song teller, that's the first thing I thought of.
Right. When trying to enter her realm, you must do a howl of announcement. Her domain is protected by gigantic black wolves.
Sweet.
Like, huge. When entering, after your howl announcements, the wolves will greet you. You must quickly compose a song concerning your travels and intent to the realm and be judged by it for entry. Now, she can assume almost any form, but prefers to remain a natural part of the realm. So, for example, a tree, a rock, a single blade of grass, or could even be like the ocean's foam. She could even be the sounds of the wind in the reeds, or the taste of the salt in the air. Literally any form.
Kind of appreciate the idea of like a blade of grass doing the just one doing the talking.
It's just one.
Yeah.
Inside a giant field, and which one's fucking talking?
Exactly. No, I kind of love that.
If she does take a human form, think of it as like her hair is vines. She's very tree looking, and she's very nature.
Yeah, I get it. I totally see it. I get that.
That makes more sense being quote unquote Earth.
Right. And so she is the embodiment of every song, every story, every poem, and every thought concerning the Earth.
Okay.
Now, as a totem, she prefers not to act as a totem, feeling that packs will grow heady with arrogance, believing themselves Gaia's favorites.
I can see that.
But if she does, she takes as an aspect of Danu. Now, Danu, also known as Dana, was the mother of Tuatha De Danann, and worshipped by the Fianna as an aspect of Gaia as tribe mother.
No, it's of the freaking Connecticut. The way Anana is.
For traits, you'll gain the gift Sense of the End Natural, and is the power to sense Fae. You gain 3 dots in Ancestors' background, but not Garu Ancestors, but the ability to learn ancient knowledge and lore by accessing primal memories. All Fianna, fairies, and many changelings will recognize and honor children of Danu. The bond, you must hold a moot in her honor on the solstices and equinoxes.
Yeah. See, that trips me up, though, because we're talking Earth, where you already are. So you go into the Umbra from Earth
to be
into space.
The space of Earth.
This is where this fucking realm. This is my weakest realm. I've said it before. It breaks my fucking head.
I could have went in descriptions on it, but we were trying not to.
No.
And it would have been.
It would have made it better.
It wouldn't have made it better. No, I'm not. I read it. It wouldn't have made it better because it's not like a direct reflection like the Umbra is. It's
right. Like it's its
different.
own. It's its own realm of Earth, of the Incarna of Earth. It's
the gist of it is what Earth would have been if not touched by man.
So there you
go.
See,
simpler terms.
That's the gist of it.
For my simpler mind, makes sense. So thank you.
You're welcome. Where are we going now, Danny? To Venus.
Yes, we are. Thanks for telling me, because I know the order.
Do you? I didn't know if you did. We're going backwards. Anyway.
Mercury.
So tell me about the blinds.
The Incarna of Venus, Timbia. Yeah.
All right, what's up with Tim?
Also referred to as the Veiled Mother.
So the Furies.
Bingo. She favors
should
Black
guess that one
Furies.
before we even
Well,
started
you were
recording.
good. She favors Black Furies and Galliards. May even request a song or poem be composed in her honor right on the spot. So another one that's very song-telling. She is deeply concerned with the welfare of women and children, just like the Furies. She is not welcoming to males, and Get Ahrounds will find it especially hard to even meet her.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I might wonder why. I mean,
She's not unfair, though, and will allow entrance to those with good intentions and have proven themselves worthy. She will appear as a voluptuous motherly figure, or that of a battle maiden. She also takes the form of a golden wolf, jeweled, winged insect, or a great flowering tree. This realm, it was very hard to dig through to even get a description of it, because it's surrounded by these gases, right?
Right.
But if you can get through, you just hear sounds all the time, singing, and it was very
I don't love that.
audio. It's very audio.
Okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense. Galliards and all. I mean,
Right.
that's what I was thinking. It's just
songs and poems. I get it, but I can also see it being super creepy. Like, I just know, I'm
Creepy's
picturing
right,
like
no.
this big, the thick mists,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just hearing these voices from fucking everywhere. I like
And it
it.
could be in languages you don't know.
Right.
It could be just sounds, period.
no, it's just
And it's just
sounds.
all the time. There's no stopping.
It drive me fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's...
A little eerie. Now, as a totem, she is somewhat prejudiced toward all female packs. She might take a mixed gender pack, but has to be really impressed by them. Her traits: she gives you +1 appearance, +3 die on any empathy and medicine rolls, and then all non-metis children gain increased odds of them bearing a child that breeds true, raised 1 to 5.
Oh,
That's pretty significant.
Yeah,
That is
that's
a
very
huge
significant.
increase. Her ban: you must work towards the welfare of children. Examples like helping establish daycares or caring for SEP's younger kin.
weird.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very weird.
Very.
Word was the best.
Org is the best.
Yeah. That
I
was the
still
best
think
one.
that's gonna continue to be the case here, but
But you got some big names.
which are weird and hard to like pronounce.
Mine weren't easy either.
So we look at Hakahe. I have no idea if I'm saying that correct. Maybe Hakahe.
Isn't it pronounced phonetically earlier in the chapter?
If it is, I don't remember seeing it.
That's fair.
Hakahe. The Ebon Whisperer. The Incarna of Vulcan, which is not a planet.
That's not a planet.
No, that's a... No.
But,
Vulcan's a planet. That's where Spock came from.
damn it.
Got him.
Got him!
Boom roasted.
Yeah. Look at that.
Science.
Actually, it is the opposite side of Mercury. Mercury being the closest to the sun, it's nice and bright, but the opposite side of it, nice and dark. So that's that other side of Mercury is the Incarna of Vulcan.
The hot side or the cold side?
The cold side. Well, it's the closest to the sun, so it's probably still really hot, but the colder of the two. How about that?
It's all relative. I get it.
Space, man.
Which kind of makes this a little bit difficult because we're going in reverse order right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had that problem too.
Yeah, so the other side of Mercury is also the light side of Mercury is the next Incarna, and they're twins, but they're still opposite of each other.
It's like yin and yang.
Kinda, yeah. I'll take that, yeah.
Best way to put it.
But Hakahe is tall, dark-skinned Navajo, long, silky black hair, eyes of deepest black, with flames in the centers.
That's cool. My eyes have flames.
You know, to even get here, you gotta choose the correct star road, but you really can't look for it. You have to search yourself within.
Of course. Of course.
Well, I mean, if you try to look for it, you're just going to see the sun.
Well, you're on the opposite side. Remember that.
You know, the side of the sun where there's not light.
the
The
dark,
back of it.
But you're still traveling.
You're the dark side of
No, it's
Mercury.
the back of the sun.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
Makes so much sense.
You're welcome.
So, and because of this, they're most associated with the Octena.
Well, there's the antenna.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you have to search within to find the
I get
correct
it.
star road here.
Yeah.
Also, most associated with Thurge.
I'll allow it.
Now, just laughing at it, Jesus. The Incarna embodies the Native American lore. which is just kind of weird. And I guess that's where your secrets. He likes keeping the secrets.
That's
He shapes the secrets.
no. I guess it's just the why.
I don't.
Why would Mercury's Vulcan be festooned with Native American lore?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, what does America have to do with Mercury?
I don't have an answer.
I know. You didn't write
Space,
it,
man.
I know you. No, I know it's not on you. It's just right. Am I alone on this?
No, you're not. I'm very confused here.
It's just a very odd choice. Sorry,
So,
please continue.
It's very rare for him to be a pack totem, and it's even more rare that if he is the pack totem that without a Wendigo or a Uctena. I mean, obviously at that point, right? Navajo. But he grants the pack an additional 3 dice on crafts and repair rules, and teaches all of his children the gift Reshape Object. All occult rules made by the pack members at -2 difficulty.
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
But the ban, all of his children must work to build things of importance among human communities. The better to teach humans to build rather than destroy. Ugh.
Pass. Hard pass.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
It's
Because you keep building, you run out of space.
Well, also, I mean, humans. Gross.
Pass.
humans,
Yes.
gross.
All right, tell us about the other side. The twin.
So the first twin, again, this is the first of the planetary incarna, Mercury, the closest to the sun. Hot. Yes, Matanu, incarna of Mercury. Now, it's easy to miss if you're not coming directly from the sun because of how bright it is.
Just put on your shades, man.
Future's so bright.
Yeah, there you
It's so
go.
bright.
Now, to get here, you can ride the solar winds. He's most associated with Ragabash and Bonars.
That's interesting.
I
So,
mean-
again, so Vulcan's twin here. But he also has, like, Quicksilver spirits. And I don't want to say, like, they're the protectors, but they're kind of, like, surrounding. And when you get here, those Quicksilver spirits may take or may just pickpocket whatever interests them. So don't
Just
bring
do your
anything.
shit.
Yeah, don't bring anything you might lose.
Sounds very ragabashy.
Right?
Well, now him himself represents like speed and agility. He takes forms similar to like ferrets.
Tell me he awards the gift taking of the forgotten.
That would be super appropriate.
Right.
Let me get there. Hold on. He also can take the form of the ruggedly handsome but skinny man. Maybe then a wolf, then a bird of prey, and he constantly shifts from each of these different forms as he's moving.
Sounds like a lot of work just to move.
Yeah. He will not be a patron to a pack without a Ragabash or without a Bonar. If he is a patron to the pack, everyone is granted Blur of the Milky Eye.
Ah, that's the gift to give.
Oh,
there you go.
That makes even more
There you
sense.
go. You guys can't have that. Tom's enough trouble.
Sorry.
His children are all masters of improvisation, and they gain 3 dice to subterfuge and streetwise. What's more, any Ragabash gift costs 1 less experience point to learn, if he's your pack totem. But he expects his children to fend for themselves by finding appropriate tools for any task as they go along. Disapproves of over-reliance on any one item, and forbids his pack to carry any particular fetish or weapon for more than a month.
No, thanks. That broke the camel's back for me.
Yeah, that's...
I was like, everything else sounds great.
Bad
And then,
news bears.
yeah. Thanks for throwing that in there. I'm not parting with my bow.
That's very Raven. That's so Raven.
That's
You just had to.
And it's not even a reference in my generation. Like, that was...
That's true.
that's weird enough.
I just got it from osmosis. But no, like Raven. It's like, hey, you can't carry any wealth.
It's true.
So it reminds me of that.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, it's like, you just gotta trust the Raven and figure it out. Fuck off.
So that's your planetary incarna. But Dan,
You have 2 more.
you only did 2. So what are you talking about?
What about that glowing orb?
The glowing orb in the center of the solar system.
Yeah, what about that one? Seems like that'd be the most important.
Well, and that other thing or two.
There's another thinger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
That satellite around Earth?
Kantanka Sanak. I really hope I said that one right. Let me look at the lexicon
I'm
here.
hoping you didn't and you don't edit this out.
Kantanka Sanak. Yes, I said it right. Ha.
Showed us.
That's Helios. Or the sun.
Not Anthelios, Helios.
Helios. Or the realm of Hyperion. Or the Wind Rider.
Or Sonny Jim.
No, I don't think that one was in there. I didn't see that.
Or the Raisin Bran guy.
California
Scoops,
raisins.
man.
That's right.
Now, he's not a fan of Mosgaru. And,
Oh, I get that.
yeah, I mean, he just, War of Rage. How dare you do that to some of my children?
The Macaulay and Gaia's Free Pass.
Yes, but he does kind of lean more towards the Children of Gaia and the Wendigo.
That's a weird combination.
It
Isn't
is
it?
a really weird combination.
And at first I thought, well, why not the Silverfangs? He has elemental beings of fire that guard the approach to his realm.
Does he shine bright like a diamond?
Oh, it's the sun, so it's probably the brightest place there, right? To get here, you need to keep going. Even when you think you're going to be burned alive, keep going.
You're just walking on sunshine?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you for that alley-oop.
Well done. Putting yourself through the pain is then you'll finally be granted the audience. But at the same time, he can heal any damage done to himself or any other. And if you can convince him, he will give you the gift of Sunfire. Though painful, this can burn away any disease or poison.
It's like going to Airbus.
It's an extra power of one of the lesser-known X-Men.
Yeah. Now, what if you have Master of Fire? Does it just negate?
I'm going to assume no.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to assume the
it's just not
Incarna
ag.
Fire is different. It's like a napalm.
Still burns to the bone.
If you can gain his patronage, which is obviously very rare, you can only do it when he's thoroughly impressed. But Macaulay and Corax and the other children of Helios respect Hyperion's children and will cooperate with them as necessary. Weird way to say that, but each of Hyperion's children receives the gift Kiss of Helios, and the pack may also call on an additional 5 willpower points per story. It's kind of significant.
Waiting for the band.
Ban is the High Children of Hyperion must protect the other shapeshifters left on Earth, particularly the Macaulay and Corax.
That's terrible.
So,
They got the free pass anyway.
That's no.
Not the
That's
Macaulay, but
No,
that's terrible.
yeah, that sucks, dude.
No, because think about it, right?
Like, what if they're attacking you? You're not allowed to do anything about it?
Right, like you're just gonna show up at the Amazon. Good news, Were Panthers. I'm on your side now.
dead.
Right? See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, don't ever go to the Amazon.
But you're gonna have to. You have to protect them.
Damn.
Hey, Mr. Macaulay, we're best buddies. I'm your new bodyguard.
And I'm dead.
So now, the very first of all the Incarna,
Yeah, what asshole decided to do this in reverse order?
you asshole did. Which is a
I
weird thing.
seconded it, so.
That's true.
But I guess that makes this the most important one?
To us, yes.
Yeah, I think to us.
werewolves,
Garu,
yes.
yes, okay. This is the Incarna of Luna.
Yes, Aunt Luna.
And Luna's here to
Luna,
play.
Yay.
she's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We're like,
Ooh,
why?
howdy.
What's Aunt Luna's real name?
Sokta.
You were close.
I was. I got half of it.
But sometimes she's referred to as like Phoebe. And others sometimes believe that Phoebe's like the daughter of Luna, but not as powerful as the Celestine.
Oh, what?
But still as
what?
powerful as the Incarna.
You are throwing me for a loop now.
No, what the fuck were we talking about? I don't even remember when. I might be making all this shit up. We were talking about Luna and in her level of crazy,
Yes.
her different personalities, and that there was sort of a sixth one that separated kind of from itself. This is super vague. I don't even remember when we had this conversation.
This might have been like the very first, not the first Umbral episode, but like the first one after the year break of the Umbra episodes.
Well, the near realms, the first before we get, or the near Umbra before we get to the near realms.
Maybe
then, but I seem to recall that.
Yes.
So I'm looking.
Looking at my notes.
That's where I'm looking right now.
She's always in the realm, and the silvery light of the moon is what's used to create moon bridges and moon paths. She can show up as human, as cat, wolf. She can even take the form of a sphere of moon silver.
Not messing with that.
Again, I say Phoebe is said to be the daughter of the Celestine Luna, but she also has different aspects revealed during each of the different moon phases.
Crazy Aunt Luna, here we go.
Yep.
A new moon, she can be like cryptic and playful. The crescent moon, sometimes she'll grant like prophecies or awards those who bring gifts. The half moon, she's kind of like a counselor, offers judgment, understanding. The gibbous moon, she can tell stories, she inspires. And then it doesn't say anything about the full moons. But we can imagine that she's probably got
She doesn't want to talk when she's a full moon.
I was going to say, she probably got a little bit of a temper.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Don't you look at me with that tone of voice.
Yep. We're getting a lot of trouble if we continue on.
I know. It's fine.
I think we could spend a good 20 minutes riffing on that, and let's save ourselves.
I'm holding my tongue.
Yep.
So she has, like, what do they call it? The moon garden? Where, like, the soil is moon silver?
I was going to say made of cheese.
Well,
I was going to say moon soil.
But if you're looking this, and you could possibly go, the only way to do it is like moon paths. And it's like at the end of a moon path. But you very easily can go in the wrong direction. And when you realize that you've gone in the wrong direction, the path behind you is gone.
I don't think the loons for that.
Right. And then you have to continue. You have no choice because the path behind you gone. And they say that might even be like the possible start of worm corruption. That would suck if that's really the case.
I mean, do you have to follow the path? Can't you just jump?
I mean, then you're out of the realm, right? If you jump.
It's a long fall.
Yeah. So, obviously, Luna in silver, moon silver, she will take packs. She's kind of crazy. I don't know if you would want to. But as a pack totem, packs gain the gift Open Moon Bridge. But their ban is you have to defend moon bridges and moon paths from any like forces of the worm.
I mean, we do that anyway.
Kinda.
Yeah, but you probably got to do it a little bit more often.
Fair.
I mean, I could see that, rife with being waylaid. You're trying to get something done, and now you're waylaid by Moonbridge jackassery.
Moonbridge jackassery.
Yeah.
I think something, you've mentioned Moon Silver.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something that's important to bring up because...
Yeah, now that we've hit all the Incarno, we kind of have to bring that up, huh?
Moon Silver, well, I mean, I would have brought it up first had we done this in the right order.
Touche.
Because Moon Silver was removed from Werewolf 20.
It's kind of a bummer.
Right. It's a reason to go to that realm, to try to petition, maybe you're lucky you make the quest and you could get something coded, not made of, coded in Moon Silver. See,
what's the penalty?
There isn't one.
What?
Moon Silver gives you a Gnosis point.
That's unheard
Whoa.
of.
And does double damage.
Whoa.
Tell me none of these exist. Nothing has been tipped in Moon Silver.
Stuff has.
Jeez.
But it's not common. I mean, this is a big ticket item.
That's
obviously.
a very big ticket item. Wow. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But they removed it from W20.
Yeah, it's one of those things that just doesn't get mentioned.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, which is a bummer because what a great, again, focus. You could do a focus of a Chronicle that way. To have some fetish that...
Dipped in Moon Silver.
Right?
But then you just become all hulky smash. How big is my sword?
Again, a big ticket item here. You're probably a higher rank. You're not going this as a Fostern or a Goliath.
Fair.
And then what is the scale of the quest? Or the journey or the whatever's asked of you?
That would be huge.
Sure.
That's nuts.
And hopefully you're not there on a full moon.
Because then she might say no.
She might stab you with it.
Right? But I mean, no, that is a thing. And it's, I think, a fairly significant thing.
That is a huge thing.
Yeah, that's big. Double damage? Jesus, maybe
no,
that's why they took it off.
No reverse counter effects. No gnosis hits, no nothing.
You get
gain
a
a gnosis. Is it perm or temp?
I don't think it's specified.
Oh, jeez. Storyteller discretion.
Eh.
And I mean, I want to be clear that it's double damage dice. So it's potentially, you know what I
But
mean?
still,
No,
the
it's still.
potential
It makes
is
sense.
ridiculous.
And you can only get it directly from the source. You know?
Again, big ticket item. They're
You got to go there. You got to get it directly from her. And, you know, if, like, you can't start with it, obviously. Like, it specifically says. Like, you look at the first Umber book, it specifically says you cannot start with Moonsilver. That's
cheating.
great. It's ridiculous.
I'll take a just dessert story, though.
Right?
Imagine going as like a Foster and then getting like your dagger, right? Go get that dipped in Moonsilver. And you come back and Sila goes, "Thanks. I was waiting for one of those." Or anybody at that stuff would do it.
Rough.
Good thing I'm a Ragabash. And I know a gift.
Take it back.
Thanks.
But I mean, that's our
Yeah, that's the Ethereal Realm, which again, sorry for the longer episode, but like at the same
There's
time,
a lot to this realm.
there's so much to it. Yeah,
and you can see why we didn't do the deep dive into the realms themselves.
right.
Because again, like we mentioned, each Incarna had the Incarna realm, and there's stuff to that. If you could ferret it out between the narrative.
We would have been here 4 hours if
Yeah.
we did all that.
Yeah, it was already ridiculous as it is. So
It's a big realm. There's a lot to it.
it's the umbral sky, it's the
not-
umbral heavens.
It's not my jam. There's a lot
If space is your jam, pick up Rage
Heavens.
Heavens. And
yeah, and have yourself a space jam. And then in the meantime, you keep serving these up to me.
We just had to end on that note. With yet another reference. Oh, we're getting sued.
Don't worry.
Nah.
But no, I mean, if it's your jam, absolutely. Like I said, this is my weakest realm. Like I'm not like, fuck you with your realm. It's not for me.
I get it.
There's cool shit here. There's plenty of potential for like grand scale journeys.
I can see maybe doing one or two of these, like for one of your stories. Like you send us on a quest or something for one or two of these. I can't see you sending us on an entire fucking planetary tour.
No, but I don't think I would for one or two. I mean, I think the buck stops at Luna for me,
I don't think
The
we'd
buck
survive
stops
it.
at Luna?
Regardless, I don't think we'd survive that tour anyway.
right?
Not yet, maybe, but maybe.
Even later on.
Well, that's a different story for us, but yeah.
But I believe that's well past our time.
Well past it, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the last you'll hear of us in the ethereal realm.
For all good reasons, too.
Right. So listen, we thank you guys again so much for listening, for your support. You know where to find us. Feedback, thoughts, ideas for episodes, stuff you'd like to see in the new year. Because, hey, season 3's a-coming.
And again, happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays. And make sure you come back for our New Year's episode, which will be the 4th and final part of Into the Breach.
Awesome.
Right? So again, on behalf of everyone here, it's Scratchin Wolf Studio. I want to say take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have an amazing holiday, a fantastic new year. Keep your claws sharp, your head in a swivel. We'll see you.